Welcome, wrestling fans, to the National Wrestling League. I'm Ben Miller, sitting ringside with Christopher Fulton. And Christopher, we have our first round of our STL title tournament here tonight.
Absolutely. We're looking at a #1 seed in Todd Letterman, and I think this is the odds-on favorite to win the whole thing, and I can't disagree. Look at this guy, brimming with confidence. He's got size, he's got strength, and he moves very, very well for a big man. How are you going to beat Todd Letterman?
Todd Letterman, although he is one of the favored people to win this tournament, something that may not work quite in his favor is the fact that this man, although he's a monster, has a monstrous chip on his shoulder.
Absolutely. Well, hey, sometimes people need things to motivate them, and that chip has been motivating Todd Letterman for a long, long time. Guy's football career cut short because of some, as he says, Kansas City punk cheap shot him, and I think that's probably a fairly accurate statement. Now he's going to make everybody pay as he's continued. This is what the successful athletes do. They continue. They go through adversity and they rise to the top, and I think that's what Todd Letterman's going to do right here tonight.
Now, one thing we cannot do is discount the heart and the determination of this young man making his way to the ring right now. Skyler Beckett is here to prove something to everybody in the NWL, and especially everybody here in the Casa Loma Ballroom.
Well, you can't discount this guy's heart. And as a matter of fact, I have a feeling Todd Letterman's going to reach inside his chest and rip it out, so we're going to be able to see Skyler Beckett's heart. Sometimes I think, discretion is the better part of valor. I think things not looking good for Skyler Beckett. Although, yeah, you're right. The kid has guts, but it takes a lot more than guts to be successful in the world of professional wrestling.
This young Skyler Beckett, born with a silver spoon in his mouth, had everything handed to him growing up and decided to forego it all to become an athlete here in the National Wrestling League, and that alone takes a lot of heart and guts.
Well, you see that? I'm sorry to interrupt you here, but that just shows you how stupid this kid is. He had everything he needed. He could be laying on the beach every single day of his life, living off of daddy's money. Sounds like a perfect life for me. It sounds like something everybody should aspire to, and this idiot, he gives it all up so that he can get beat up by Todd Letterman. Now, you tell me that's a smart guy? That's a guy that kids should look up to? I don't think so. I don't see anything smart in the plan that he has for his life.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Bedside with the introduction of the 5-star phenom Todd Letterman.
He is the 5-star phenom Todd Letterman.
Look at the size of Letterman. Letterman definitely has a size advantage in this match, and Skyler Beckett has a tall mountain to climb in the 5-star phenom. Todd Letterman may have the size advantage over anybody in the STL tournament.
Well, he absolutely does. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, and he is very, very aggressive. We'll see how Skyler Beckett fares against him. I'm not saying it's going to be very, very well at all. Lock up, collar and elbow, tie up. Look at that, just tossed right off, huh?
Shoves him right to the mat. Letterman showing that he's going to use his size advantage here tonight against Skyler Beckett. But one thing's for sure, Skyler Beckett, although he was on the losing end of the equation last time here in the Casa Loma Ballroom, he showed a lot of heart and a lot of fight, and I expect that same fight to come to Todd Letterman here tonight.
You know, as much as I've been making fun of Skyler Beckett, there's something about him. There seems to be something inside him. That is true. He's got strange motivations. He's got all those things, but sometimes, those are things that can lead somebody to greatness, although I don't know that he knows how to bring it out of him.
Well, Todd Letterman last time he was here in the Casa Loma Ballroom, decided that he was going to focus on singles competition because at our inaugural show in Kansas City, he was on the losing end, if you will, or of a double pin by the Royal Bloods, and said, forget all this, I'm focusing on what matters most, and that's myself and the STL title.
Well, absolutely. Why wouldn't he concentrate on himself, right? Who's going to pay Todd Letterman's bills? Nobody but Todd Letterman, right? It's true.
Skyler Beckett putting a foot up into the face of Letterman, trying to get him off his game. And speaking of feet,
that's how you do it, kid.
Landed a big boot right to the midsection. Skyler Beckett looked like he might have been going for a cross-body block, and that wasn't in Todd Letterman's plans.
If you look at the eyes of Skyler Beckett, he's already on Dream Street. I don't think this match is going to last too much longer. Letterman just really taking it to him. Look at it, hit him so hard, he hurt his own hand.
Letterman laying it into the chest, the not ample chest of Skyler Beckett. putting the forearm right down. It looks like Skyler Beckett's not giving up without a fight, putting 2 big feet right up in the face of Todd Letterman. Oh, no.
He's in trouble there.
Oh, no. Diving right into Letterman's grasp, holding him up there and doing squats.
Getting a little pre-workout in. Nice.
Drives him right into the center of the ring.
You know, you talk about Skyler Beckett, you talk about his not-so-ample chest. Did you know that he is a pirate? Did you know that? He is, yeah.
I was unaware of that.
Yeah, he's got a sunken chest right there. But, I am here all week. In fact, I am here every time we're going to be doing this commentary because nobody else can bring you the kind of insight that I do. What's your name, Tom?
My name is Ben. You know it's Ben. You just choose to not remember it, I think. Might be all the hard hits to the head you've taken throughout your life.
Who knows?
One hand on the chest there by Todd Letterman. Oh, kick right to the small of the back.
You know, he's in firm control. He knows he's not going to beat him with one hand on it, but he's sending him a message. He's sending, I can beat you anytime I want to. Almost
toying with the rookie here by the cover with the one hand and the kick to the small of the back, now choking him into the turnbuckle. He's toying with this kid. He really is.
I think, that a guy like Letterman and a lot of guys, sometimes it comes back to bite them when they toy with their opponent, but I think Letterman's just so confident.
Just picking him up like a child and driving him with the side.
Holding him with one arm.
Side suplex right into the center of the ring. This could be it for Skyler Beckett. 2, he gets the left shoulder up. Skyler looks like he's got some gas left in the tank here, and Letterman's going to have to stay on top of him to score the 1, 2, 3.
You look at that. You look at his eyes. You know what I was talking about earlier. There does seem to be something inside Skyler Beckett. I don't know what that is, but certainly he's got the guts to keep going after a beating that he has been taking. I mean, look at it. Letterman just tossing him outside, throwing him out there, waiting on him to get in. He could go out there. He could bring him back in, and he could beat him, but he's not. He's letting him suffer out there. And I applaud Letterman. What's he doing right now? He's sending a message to everybody back in that locker room. I'm the man to meet. I'm standing right here in the center of the ring, and if you want a piece, come get a piece.
Stomping away on the chest of Skyler Beckett is Todd Letterman with a right hand. Connects right with the face of Skyler Beckett. And Skyler Beckett, if he wasn't on Dream Street already, definitely is getting there now. Still firing back. He's still got some life in him. Until a snap suplex by the 5-star phenom.
You look at Todd Letterman, and it just makes me think, how stupid was Team STL letting this man get away from captaining their team? This guy, he's out for himself, and good for him.
Belly-to-belly suplex. Sorry to interrupt you, Christopher.
If the idiots in the STL can't realize that this is a man that should be their team captain, this is the guy that should carry the flagship and carry the title for STL, then there's no helping him. This guy is a phenomenal athlete. You should be proud that a guy like him is representing your city, unlike guys like, say, Des Wellston.
Rolling forearm right to the jaw. I actually agree with you, Christopher. Some of the faithful say, the STL faithful say, that if Todd Letterman was captaining the team again, that they would probably be unstoppable. That maybe, although STL did pick up the win last time here in the Casa Loma Ballroom, that maybe they would have done it in more dominating fashion with Todd Letterman at the helm.
Absolutely. Letterman looking absolutely dominant. That's the past. This is the future championship tournament. I think that it's only a matter of time before Letterman puts the end to Skyler Beckett and goes on in the tournament where he faces, who knows, lots of great competitors here, but I'm looking at this guy. How can you bet against Todd Letterman?
Oh, slaps the big man right across the face.
That is not going to go well.
That is poking a bull there, if you will, and a big boot right to the face of Todd Letterman. Skyler Beckett unwilling to give up the ghost here in the Casa Loma Ballroom. He might, though, after he gets up to the outside. Letterman demanding Jason Pemberton, count out young Skyler Beckett.
Absolutely. See, Letterman toying with him still. Getting a little upset. He's a little bothered by the fire that this young man is displaying, but he's keeping his cool. He's standing in that middle of the ring. I guarantee you he's sending a message to everybody. Look at me. I don't have to go get him. He can come to me, and I can beat on him all day long. Skyler Beckett, maybe you stay down.
I would have to agree with you. Maybe he needs to. Oh, this is dangerous, right? Oh, going for a shoulder tackle there, and Skyler Beckett beats him with one of his own. Looks like he's going for a sunset flip, which isn't the smartest thing he could have ever done. And Letterman just toying with him, looking to sit on him. Skyler Beckett moves out of the way. What is he doing here? Looking for a super kick, connects with right to the face.
Do we have an upset?
This could be an upset.
No.
Only gets a 1.5.
He caught him flush in the face with everything he had, and he got a 1 count on Todd Letterman. That just goes to show you how impressive Letterman really is.
Skyler Beckett going to the second rope again, try for a cross body block.
Caught him like a small child.
Just throws him on his shoulders. Oh, Finley, rolling Finley drive.
That is the spike driver. Get the name right. Spiking it just like he just scored a touchdown, setting him up in the corner. Uh-oh, looks like an old football drill
he's
here.
Charging him. No, he misses into the corner.
Insecurity.
Skyler Beckett refusing to give up here.
You're only going to make it harder on yourself, kid. Caught in midair, just like that.
Blocking the fist of Todd Letterman with it looks like he might be going for a tornado DDT.
Nope, too strong.
Letterman puts the brakes on, throws him into the middle of the ring. Beckett connects with another super kick. This kid has got fight, Christopher.
How many of those does he have left in his arsenal? I don't know. They looked like there wasn't a lot of steam on that last one. He's going up. He's going up.
Oh, he trips over the top rope. And Letterman going for another rolling clothesline. Takes off the head of Skyler Beckett, and this could be it.
That's
Letterman
what happens when you take those risks. They got to pay off, and with a guy like Todd Letterman, you can't make any mistakes.
Here it is, the spike driver. That's it. 2, 3, and mercifully, Letterman puts away Skyler Beckett finally after he gets driven into the mat with the spike driver, and Letterman remains undefeated here in NWL STL.
Very impressive victory for Todd Letterman. Look at Skyler Beckett. He is not moving. That move takes an awful lot out of you. Letterman getting a quick exit after this. Skyler Beckett still down, still not moving. He's probably going to be down for the rest of the night. Man, he really got him with 100% of his body weight through all his power there. Skyler Beckett is in a world of hurt right now. We might need some medical attention for this young man right now.
Jason Pemberton checking on the condition of Skyler. Wait, what is this?
Oh, no!
Oh, are you kidding me? Not this guy.
I love Buddy Shepard.
Are you one of his buddies? Are you part of the buddy system?
We are buddies. The buddy system could help you. You know, I said it earlier tonight. I said he needs something to bring something out of him. There's something inside Skyler Beckett. I think Buddy might be the key.
Let's see what this charlatan has to say.
How can you call him a charlatan?
I mean, look at him. I mean, I'm protecting my wallet right now looking at this guy.
He's a proven success.
Imagine you were dying. Imagine you were afraid and a long way from home and in terrible pain. And you looked up and you saw the face of the devil himself looking down. Well, that's not today, because Skyler, you're looking up at your buddy Shepard. Skyler, I don't want you to, thank you very much. Skyler, I don't want you to think tonight is a loss for you, because it wasn't. As much as it shames me and it shames all the buddies here, tonight was a loss for Buddy Shepard. 2 weeks ago, I failed to show you the power of the buddy system. And I want you to look around at all the buddies here. You feel that? Woo. That's right. You feel the power of the buddies. Because I do. I feel the power of the buddies deep inside me in a way that fills me with unending joy. So, Skyler, what I want you to do is I want you to take my hand. I want to raise you from the perdition that you are in. No more will the Cornelis Wallaces and the Todd Lettermans use you as the punching bag. You will use them as a stepping stone to the greatness that you are meant to be. Take my hand. Do you feel the buddies? Take my hand. Take my hand and be the man you were always meant to be. Come on, Skyler.
Skyler doesn't need someone like Buddy Shepard in his corner.
He needs needs something.
That's all right, buddies. That's all right. Skyler, 2 times now you have rejected me and all these buddies. But that's all right, buddies. Think of how sweet it'll be. February 9th, right back here in the Casa Loma Ballroom. What I want you to do is I want you to come out. I want you to drop to your knees. Close your eyes, open your mouth, and embrace Buddy deep inside you.
What is he talking about?
He's talking about inspiration.
Skyler doesn't need any inspiration from this grifter.
Because like all these buddies here know, if you want to come into the Buddy system, you have to let Buddy come into you.
Skyler Beckett just needs to run far, far away from this buddy system and all that it entails. He's a smart kid. He needs to stay far away from this guy.
If he was a smart kid, he'd be listening to Buddy Shepard right now.
I want you to reach out, and I want you to feel me, feeling you. Do you feel the power of the buddies? I said, do you feel the power of the buddies?
Well, apparently when we return to the Casa Loma Ballroom, we can see more of Buddy Shepard. And some people are rejoicing about it, especially you, Christopher. I think he's a charlatan, and I think everybody needs to stay far away from the buddy system. All right, wrestling fans, welcome back to NWL STL, and we have your second opening round title match here tonight.
This is a man a lot of folks are picking to go all the way in this championship tournament. I say I can't disagree, especially with the lovely, look at her, unbelievable, smart, beautiful, talented, and she's going to lead her man, Christian Adonis, all the way to the top. I can guarantee that.
Christian Adonis says that he is the perfect specimen of a man, that everybody in the Casa Loma Ballroom should strive to have the physical attributes and the mental attributes of him. Whether that's true or not, he has got his work cut out for him tonight in this opening round against the ballroom brawler, Jay Lutz.
Listen, you ask me, this is a true case of a man who has more class and knows what to do with it, a man who couldn't buy class if you gave him $1 million. That's Jay Lutz. That guy is a dirty bum. He needs to take a shower before he gets into the ring. He should probably just I know he takes a shower once a year, but he needs to, he's disgusting. I cannot tell you why this guy is in the tournament. Yes, he's a tough guy, but he's also a bum.
Well, I think the powers that be in the National Wrestling League saw his match against Coco Rumble in our debut in the Casa Loma Ballroom and said, hey, he may be a little eccentric, but he can get it done in the ring, and let's give him a shot here in the STL title tournament. And Jay Lutz, say what you will about him, he may be a little dirty, maybe a little grungy, but he is a fighter and he will not give up.
Well, it's going to take a lot more than guts and maybe a high alcohol blood level to get past Christian Adonis. I mean, he's got the beautiful Carlita with him. She's going to definitely, look at her, she is inspirational. Look at that guy, look at that idiot. Unbelievable. I can't believe that this guy gets a chance to get into an NWL ring. Look at, he doesn't even have real ring attire.
One thing you can say about Jay Lutz is unorthodox, speaks to Jay Lutz's style, and definitely he's got a bar tab. He's got a bar tab that he's got to pay off here in St. Louis.
Absolutely. This guy, I think he's got a continuous running bar tab on every bar in St. Louis.
Signed with the introduction of Jay Lutz, maybe the underdog in some people's eyes, as you stated earlier. Adonis is the top of a lot of people's list here in the National Wrestling League.
Underdog implies that he has some sort of a shot to win. This guy's got no shot. Christian Adonis, I think, all the way to the finals, and we're going to see the first step right here tonight. Look at that guy. What a fantastic athlete. Great smile. This guy's got it all.
Definitely Christian Adonis is one heck of an athlete and can get it done here in the squared circle in the National Wrestling League. Walked away with a big victory last time he was here in the Casa Loma Ballroom. So he has what it takes to get it done in the squared circle, but do not underestimate Jay Lutz. We have a lot of dark horses in this tournament, and I would say Jay Lutz may be the biggest dark horse.
Again, I think this guy has got absolutely no shot at winning. And look at that, starting off
Bell
early.
sounds and we're underway, and Adonis is on the offensive already, dumping Jay Lutz out right to our stage here.
That's exactly what you need to do with a guy like Jay Lutz. The guy doesn't even deserve to be in the ring.
Jay Lutz coming in with a spear through the second and third rope. What a way to fire back on Christian Adonis. Nice chop into the corner.
Look at that.
Adonis is reeling here. In the early goings of this matchup, looks like he's going for another chop, whipping him from pillar to post here.
How disrespectful of Jay Lutz to enter the ring without wiping his feet, just jumping in there. Oh, man, I told you this guy's dirty, he's smelly, and that's probably the biggest reason Christian Adonis is going to have trouble with this guy is it's hard to be next to him.
Are you going to go tell him to wipe his feet now, Christopher?
I should. Somebody should, I can tell you that.
Another hard chop into the corner by Jay Lutz, really whipping him pillar to post here. I think he's chopped him in every single corner in this ring. Oh, kick right to the chest by Christian Adonis, putting a stop to that offense.
Listen, you got to stay aggressive with a guy like Christian Adonis. He's a fantastic athlete. Doesn't take him much to recover.
Single foot drop kick right to the face, and Christian Adonis has had enough of the unorthodox offense of Jay Lutz.
He hasn't had enough. He's just taken a quick break. I don't blame him. Regroup. Get back to get to the game plan and win this match.
What kind of man hides behind his valet?
He's not hiding behind it. That's her job.
Well, what do you call that right there, Christopher? He just pulled her in front of him to prevent a Jay Lutz chop.
He's not making her do anything that she isn't willing to do. She wants to make her man successful. She's going to go that extra mile, and that's exactly what she did right there. Dum-dums like Jay Lutz don't recognize that that's what her purpose is, and they get suckered just like he did. Boom! Give that security guard a shot, too, if you can.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. Jay Lutz was almost taking a break on one of our security staff here, and he gets chopped for it. Christian Adonis staying on the offensive here against Jay Lutz. Boot right to the side of the head.
Look at the ease in which Christian Adonis moves throughout the ring. He just hopped over that top rope like it was just hopping over a small child or something like that. This guy is a fantastic athlete. He's in condition, just great condition. Man, he is really showing me something right here. Jay Lutz, you started off pretty hot. You started off real tough, but look where you're at right now. You're in the gutter, which is where you should be.
Headbutt connects right with the forehead of Christian Adonis fires back with a clothesline. Last time we were here in the Casa Loma Ballroom, Jay Lutz and Coco Rumble had quite an entertaining matchup here, and unfortunately Jay Lutz was unable to pay his bar tab that night, but a big win here today against Christian Adonis. He may be able to pay his rent. Who knows? Who knows what can happen here?
Well, I'm sure the guy pays his rent because I think he just lives in a dumpster outside. That can't be too expensive to be to pay to live in one of those things. So even if he loses, I think he's probably going to be all right. But look, there's no way he's getting out of this with a W. Look at it. He's getting beat up now, exactly like what I said was going to happen earlier. Christian Adonis, really the consummate professional, the great athlete, really taking it to Jay Lutz right now. I can smell that guy from here. Can you smell that? That's disgusting.
Christian Adonis beat Dominic Butler last time out. So Christian Adonis is 1-0 here in competition on the National Wrestling League stage. And look at Carolina shaking the top rope and crotching Jay Lutz.
I missed that. I was looking at something else here on my watch. I was looking at our run sheet. What happened? I missed that.
Of course you did. Christian Adonis taking advantage of the opportunity, stomping on the groin area. The ref needs to put an end to things like that. He can't just go low like that whenever he wants. Going for a cover here, gets a 2 count.
What do you think he should do? He should just let opportunities pass him by. That's what guys like you're just, I don't know, you're some kind of socialist. You live off the government your whole life. Christian Adonis is a guy who made his own way in life, and that's what he continues to do, and he takes advantage of opportunities, and look where it's getting him. It's getting him all the way to the top, unlike a guy like you.
I can't believe you just called me a socialist.
Well, aren't you?
Whips Jay Lutz into the far side, gets met with an elbow, just Christian Adonis. Adonis gets met with another back elbow. Adonis reeling here, goes for a foot. Back heel trip by stomp right to the back of the head. Puts both boots into the back of Christian Adonis's head. This could be a huge turning point. This is a huge point for Jay Lutz to stay on top of Christian Adonis and pick up this victory here tonight.
How many bar fights you think a guy like Jay Lutz has done that in? Back alley brawls, man, that was brutal. Christian Adonis reeling from it, man, that took a lot out of Christian Adonis. Jay Lutz making a little bit of a comeback here. Come on, Christian, you gotta get yourself right. Get rid of this bum.
Looks like he's maybe going for a suplex on the apron here. Christian Adonis putting on the brakes.
Carolina, get in there.
Put on the brakes. Forearm right to the face, connects with Jay Lutz. Jay Lutz ducking, he drops him. Face first on the apron there. Steel and wood connect right there on the apron. It's the hardest part of the ring, Christopher.
I keep hearing that it's the hardest part of the ring. Would you rather you get that done to you in the middle of the ring? I don't think you want it done anywhere. Come on, Carolina, give him a shot. Give him a punch right in the face.
Look at you advocating for Carolina to get more involved in the action.
Well,
let's
why
leave it to the
shouldn't she?
wrestlers. Let's leave it in the ring where it belongs.
She says she's willing to do anything for her man. Well, get in there and take care of him. This guy is a premier athlete. He doesn't need to be treated like this.
Jay Lutz with another stomp from the top rope right to the back of the head of Christian Adonis. This could be it. Cover 1, 2. Gets a 2 count only. Adonis getting the right shoulder up.
Miss Carolina, she is ruthless. I think she has got a plan. Don't count these guys out. I think that Jay Lutz thinks they're luring this guy in right now. You trust me, this is good news for Christian Adonis. He's just luring this guy in. He's just waiting for the opportunity to take him out, and this dum-dum doesn't even know it.
Oh, back, kicks him right in the back of the head. Lutz kind of looking like the way he came into the ring, honestly. He might have had a 12-pack before he came in, but short arm clothesline turns Jay Lutz inside out.
Nice little ripcord action there, pulls him in and knocks him out. That's going to do it.
2, gets a 2 count only. I thought that could have been it. That clothesline turned Jay Lutz inside out.
How come Michael Crace always counts slow on the guys that I want to win? I think it's a personal issue between the two of us.
Here you go, Christopher, with your conspiracies about how the referees count differently for different guys. The refs call it right down the middle here in the National Wrestling League.
Going for an O'Connor roll-up. Nah, see, look how smart that guy is.
Adonis putting the brakes on, gets met with a knee to the face. Looked like he was going for a hip toss and then cracked a knee right in the jaw of Christian Adonis, and Adonis almost gets put away there, kicks out at 2.
This bare-knuckle brawler, Jay Lutz, is really starting to chap my hide. Christian Adonis, what has he done? Everything in this match, he has put on wrestling holds, he's put on a wrestling clinic, and this guy, he just results to all the cheap tactics, and that's unacceptable.
Oh, will you stop?
So look at that.
You're so one-sided sometimes. Lutz now meeting with a couple elbows to the face, forearm shiver right to the back of Jay Lutz.
Put him out.
Drops an elbow right across the chest.
Elbow.
This could be it for Jay Lutz. Cover 1, 2, almost gets a 3 count. Lutz barely rolling that right shoulder up.
You're right, I'm one-sided. You're damn right, I'm one-sided. I like winners. I don't like this new generation of, we tried, and give everybody a participation medal like Jay Lutz here. Oh, you managed to show up half sober. Good for you. Not me.
Oh, kicks the wheel right out of Christian Adonis. Jay Lutz firing a forearm right to the face. This could be a quick pin here, too. He got it. He got him. Jay Lutz.
Come on.
Jay Lutz just scored an upset victory.
Unbelievable.
Over Christian Adonis. That quick forearm shake right to the face.
I told you, Ben. I told you this whole time not to count Jay Lutz out. I knew that a guy like that, he's scrappy, he's tough, he's half drunk. I knew he was going to win this entire time. And you said Christian Adonis had this one wrapped up.
I am stunned here. Jay Lutz scoring a huge upset against Christian Adonis.
Well, he squeaks by with a victory here. Like I said, he probably would. Mostly, probably the fault of Carolina. She should have been involved in this match a lot more than she was. Look at Christian Adonis. He's going to let her hear all about it. She dropped the ball on this one, if you ask me. And that guy has got every right to be upset with her.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. It is now time for our main event, a huge tag team war with Marcellus Gaines and the $1 Billion Brother taking on Coco Rumble and a partner of his choosing.
Well, I'm really excited to see who the partner is, but I got to be honest, it probably doesn't matter when you got a guy like Greatness Gaines on your side. It doesn't matter who you have stacked up against you, because this guy's going to come out on top. There he is, the man with the plan, Drew Gold. This guy going to take his man all the way to the top. He's going to make a little money while he does it.
Marcellus Gaines here in his second match in the Casa Loma Ballroom. First match came up victorious against Javi Torres with that Southside shiver that put Javi Torres out for the 1-2-3. And like you said last time, if anybody gets hit with that Southside shiver, I don't care how large they are, they're getting put down for the 1-2-3.
Absolutely. Mystery partner, whoever you are, be thinking about that left hand, because if he hits you with it, you're out.
Now here comes the billion-dollar brother, Emmett Dubois, excuse me, and we have yet to see him in singles competition here, and here comes his personal assistant, Clayton Fox. We saw a note from his doctor earlier about his reoccurring cramp issue, and it looks like Clayton Fox, and our president looks none too happy about what's going on here.
Listen,
Clayton Fox gonna wrestle?
If the billion-dollar brother, he's got medical issues. You saw the doctor saying this guy's got a real problem. Major Basin, president of the NWL, he doesn't want any legal issues. He can't force this man to get into the ring. What he can do is allow him to pick a partner. Clayton Fox doing exactly what employees should do, and that's listen to their bosses and shut up and get in the ring.
And here comes SuperSoul Coco Rumble making his second appearance here in the Casa Loma Ballroom for NWL STL. I like this guy.
Listen,
lots of flash and lots of substance.
This guy is all flash. I don't think he's any substance at all. And the one thing that I hate about Coco Rumble is that he steals all of my fashions. I wore it first and I wore it better.
Big words by my partner here, Christopher. It looks like Coco's got something to say.
Of course he does. He always has something to say. Listen to these idiots.
They love him here in the Casa Loma Ballroom, as they should. Look at the guy.
Players can get used to hearing his name chanted like that a lot. I appreciate y'all right now. I had to go in the back. I had to play a little Where's Waldo. I had to find who had enough swagnificence to be able to tag with Coco Rumble. So I figured, I took a look at the field that we got here, and I feel we can't go wrong with a little bit more chocolate. So I decided that this is going to be my partner for this evening. Play his music.
We're going to find out right now. It's the pride of Wellston. Des Wellston is making his way here into the Casa Loma Ballroom tonight.
Well, I got to say, if you're going to pick a guy to be your partner, and it's all about St. Louis and he's all about the people, I think Des Wellston, that's the right pick. I don't know, Des, you're in for a fight. But, man, I can't say that I blame Coco Rumble for that pick.
After the events of the last time we were here in the Casa Loma Ballroom, Des Wellston's tag team partner in the Soldiers, Neon Iverson, out with a leg injury now. So Des Wellston is here to back up SuperSoul in his fight against what was supposed to be Emmett Dubois and Marcellus Gaines. Instead, he gets to fight Clayton Fox instead, which Clayton Fox looks none too happy about covering for his boss.
Well, you know, that's one thing about a guy like Des Wellston. He talks the big game, but truthfully, this guy needs a partner. He can't do anything on his own. He's probably spent most of his life piggybacking off of Neon Iverson. Now he's looking to do the same thing off of Coco Rumble.
Set for one fall, this is a tag team match. Your referee is Jason Pemberton. Introducing first, to my left. First, fighting out of Chicago and accompanied by his representative, Drew Gold. Here is Greatness Marcellus.
Quickest hands in the sport, undeniable.
Absolutely. Man, I'm telling you, Des Wellston, you're looking across that ring, you're thinking maybe you reconsider, huh? This guy's quick.
Is unable to compete in this match, and thus his replacement from his lap of luxury in University City, Missouri, Clayton Fox.
Clayton Fox, for a personal assistant, looks to be in phenomenal shape.
Listen, Clayton Fox is exactly what every red-blooded American should be. You're there, you're working for somebody. You need to be in shape to do that.
St. Louis, here is Wellston.
Des Wellston, a crowd favorite here in the Casa Loma Ballroom.
Sticking his nose where it doesn't belong.
And ladies and
Sticking up for
gentlemen,
what's right.
his tag team partner in the purple, from Soul City, USA, 200 pounds of pure chocolate, the NWL's greatest taste, the James Brown of throwing down. Here is SuperSoul, Coco.
How many nicknames does that guy have? Do you need more than one? How about this one? Idiot.
SuperSoul and Des Wellston are definitely ready to square off against the team. The unlikely duo of Marcellus Gaines and Clayton Fox here tonight in our main event from the Casa Loma Ballroom.
Greatness Gaines is such a great athlete that he's going to beat even Clayton Fox, a fantastic tag team partner. You watch, these guys are going to be like a well-oiled machine. Why? Because Drew Gold is a man with the plan. He's not going into this half-cocked. He knows exactly what he's doing. And Coco Rumble, all your jive talking isn't going to save you from what Greatness and Clayton are going to do to you later on in this match.
Coco Rumble looking like he's ready to go right now. Jason Pemberton holding him back until the bell sounds, trying to get some order here before the match starts.
That's right.
Making sure both teams go back to their corner, and then we can get it underway here in our tag team main event.
Good for Jason Pemberton being on top of things. Coco Rumble looking to get a cheap shot, no doubt, on both of those gentlemen.
Speaking of cheap shots, Marcellus Gaines, not one to shy away from a cheap shot of his own, as we saw in his last encounter with Takedown Javi Torres.
I didn't see a cheap shot one time in that particular matchup. Those were all legal, and he knocked him out, and he won, and this guy's undefeated. He's great.
I mean, look at the way he's pushing Clayton Fox around. He just said, "You get out of here. I'm gonna start this match." I mean, does that look like a duo that's well oiled and are gonna operate as a tag team?
Listen, all you gotta do is listen to Drew Gold, listen to Greatness Gaines, and you're gonna be just fine. Clayton Fox is a man who knows his place in this world. He knows how to take orders. If he does that, he'll be successful, just like he is with the $1 billion brother. I don't see the problem.
Both men here, it looks like we're going to start off with SuperSoul Coco Rumble and Greatness Marcellus Gaines, and both of them displaying some furs. Both of them it looks like they're arguing about their furs right now, as a matter of fact.
Sounds like they're playing the dozens in the middle of the ring. Who's going to get the better of this?
Greatness telling Coco Rumble that his fur looks cheap and that his fur is of top quality.
Well, absolutely. Looks like he's got a second-hand jacket on there, unlike what Marcellus Gaines is wearing, which I'm sure is at the top of every fashion list.
Greatness Gaines looks like he's ready to get it on. Stop talking about furs. And Coco, this is a mind game, though. The one thing Marcellus Gaines has to remember is that Coco Rumble, although he's flashy and has got his whole persona about him, this guy does play mind games with his opponents, and one of them is the smack talking that's going down in the ring right now.
Well, that's exactly right. When you're a guy who doesn't have the talent as somebody like Marcellus Gaines, you got to play mind games. You got to do whatever it takes, because Coco knows deep in his heart he doesn't measure up to greatness.
Coco taking off his furs now and his vest. It looks like we're about to have some action here in our main event. After the smack talk is all said and done, let's see which team can really back it up here tonight.
Well, I got to say, I am very impressed with Des Wellston. The guy is very, very tough. You picked a good partner, that is for sure. Although I think that there might be a little confidence problem there with Des Wellston. He's always used to being the backup. He's always used to being somebody else's partner. And I don't know if it's going to gel too well with SuperSoul, but who knows? Like I said, he knows his place too. He knows that he's supposed to be second fiddle. Isn't that right?
Clayton Fox, speaking of second fiddle, Clayton Fox gets tagged into the ring. Looks like Marcellus Gaines didn't want to have any part of Coco Rumble at this point. And we're underway here in our tag team main event as the bell sounds. And Clayton Fox applying a nice overhand wrist lock. Really wrenching down Coco Rumble, reversing the wrist lock with one of his own.
Coco has got moves, he's got style, he's got some flash. We'll see if he's got any substance. We'll see, or will all that go out the window once he gets one shot from Greatness Gains.
Exchanging overhand wrist locks here. Clayton Fox showing some wrestling skill.
Clayton Fox is the exact kind of assistant that every executive needs, because why? You never know what the day is going to bring you. We might spend one day on the phone making phone calls, writing deals. The next day, he's got to get in the ring and beat up somebody like Coco Rumble. That's quite a different job description, isn't it?
Snapmare over. You got to wonder this cramp thing that the $1 billion brother keeps talking about.
First of all,
is
I don't
he
think
trying to avoid SuperSoul, and why? What is $1 billion brother scared of?
Listen, I think most people try to avoid SuperSoul, so I can't fault him for that. And second of all, do you know him well enough to call him the $1 billion brother? I don't think you do. I think you call him Emmett Dubois. What is going on here?
Looks like Clayton Fox gets caught up in the moment here of the clapping of SuperSoul. Nice hip lock takeover right into an armbar.
Well, that was a clever move on the part of Coco Rumble, taking advantage of the young man who isn't, like I said, he is not a wrestler. He's a guy who is in there to do his job for his employer. Tagging in
Des Wellston here. First time we've got to see Des Wellston here in this tag team main event. Cranking down on the arm of Clayton Fox, making him pay for staying in the ring in there with Coco Rumble. And Des Wellston is an accomplished wrestler, an accomplished athlete. He's been around for many years, and he is nobody to mess with. When he is aggressive, when he turns that aggression on, this is a guy that can really put some damage on his opponent.
He's absolutely a fantastic athlete and a very tough guy. Whoa, look at that. You talk about fantastic athletes. Beautiful
drop kick connects with the
right
face
in the
of Clayton Fox. Cover only gets a 2 count there, but did you see the elevation on that drop kick?
Not going to. This match is not going to last too much longer if Clayton Fox takes too many more moves just like that. Beautiful drop kick, I got to say, from Des Wellston. And now back here comes the motor mouth. Oh, here he is again.
Back in the ring is Coco Rumble. Des Wellston and Coco Rumble looking to put a little hurt on the assistant of Emmett Dubois.
Very good. You should refer to him from like that from now on, I should say.
A little dance move in the middle of the ring, and a double elbow drop connects with the chest of the young Clayton Fox.
How long's the referee going to let those guys stay in the ring? That was like a 35 count there.
That was
Come
a 5
on.
count.
That should have been a DQ for sure.
Coco Rumble locking in a rear chin lock on Clayton Fox. Clayton Fox looks like he wasn't even ready to wrestle tonight. He's wearing his slacks still. I've
said it before. This guy's, he's ready for anything. He might have to make phone calls or he might have to wrestle. Believe me, he's ready. He's ready.
I don't care what you say, Christopher. I think Emmett Dubois is avoiding Coco Rumble because he knows if he steps in the ring with Coco Rumble, he may pick up his first loss here in the National Wrestling League.
You didn't get to be as successful as a guy like Emmett Dubois by being stupid. He's got a plan, and it seems like that plan is being executed because he is living rent-free in the head of Coco Rumble right now.
Coco Rumble taking it to Jay Lutz, backing him up into his own corner. Nice tag team wrestling here. Tag into Des Wellston.
Are they setting him up here for a suplex?
Des Wellston looks like he's positioning him, setting him up. Snap suplex by Coco Rumble. Des Wellston putting him back down on the mat. Muda-like driving elbow into the chest. Going for a cover here. Gets a 2 count. Nicely executed elbow drop by the pride of Wellston.
Absolutely. He's very fast, quick, and explosive, and you saw all of that right there on that elbow. Nice reversal.
Puts the boot up into Clayton Fox's face and stops Marcellus with a right hand. Marcellus looking to interject himself on the apron in this matchup.
I don't see that at all. I think Marcellus was just trying to get some good ring positioning.
Oh, there's one of those right jabs right to the face of Des Wellston, providing enough time for Clayton Fox to boot him. Gets a 2 count on Des Wellston.
You want to talk about teamwork? Well, there's teamwork right there. look who's on top right now, Clayton Fox and Marcellus Gaines. I would tag out, though, if I were Clayton Fox. He's showing some inexperience right now. Should be tagging in his tag team partner. There you go. Put him in the right position.
He must have heard you, Christopher, because he did exactly what you just said. Side headlock takeover and tag into Marcellus Gaines.
I will send a bill to Emmett Dubois for my services on that one. That is for sure.
He must think you know what you're talking about.
Everybody does.
Stinging left hand and a right to the midsection of Des Wellston. That was some knee lifts.
Now
right
you're
to the chest.
You're seeing the difference right there between a street fighter and a prize fighter.
Drop kick.
Beautiful
Speaking
drop
of
kick.
drop kicks, standing drop kick. I mean, that was almost that rivaled Des Wellston's earlier in the match.
Anything you can do, Des Wellston, I can do better. And he proved it on that one right there. Beautiful drop kick from greatness, Marcellus Gaines. I said it before. I'll say it probably a million more times. They don't call this guy greatness for nothing. They don't call him greatness because he's average, right?
Clayton Fox making the blind tag in. Marcellus Gaines looks perplexed by this. Clayton Fox wants more of the action here.
He wants to prove that he is a loyal employee to the billion-dollar brother, Emmett Dubois. Yes, I can call him that because we are close personal friends.
So tell me about this Abeeson leg cramps that he has. What causes it? I don't even think it's a real thing, Christopher.
Listen, when you travel the world like the billion-dollar brother does, and he goes and he does all of his great charity work that he has done throughout many, many nations, sometimes you catch viruses, sometimes there are things. Plus, this guy, he works, I bet he sleeps a half an hour every night. That's about it. So, yeah, sometimes that leads to dehydration, and that leads to problems. I don't see what the big deal is.
Rolls him up here. This could be it. Gets a 2 count on Clayton Fox. Clayton Fox gets outsmarted by Des Wellston. Clayton Fox gets hit with an enziguri and tags into Marcellus Gaines. Wellston needs to make the tag to SuperSoul, and Gaines cuts him off.
Too quick.
Push off by... There he is. There's the tag into SuperSoul Coco Rumble.
Oh, no,
and he's connecting with shots to both Clayton Fox and Marcellus Gaines.
It's all starting to fall apart. Now get those hands up, Marcellus. What's he doing to do with Clayton? Oh, he threw him into it.
What does he do? A DDT inadvertently. Marcellus Gaines DDTs his partner, Clayton Fox, and Coco Rumble is on fire in the Casa Loma ballroom.
Come on, Marcellus. Get those hands up. Knock this guy out.
Marcellus swinging for the fences there, and Coco Rumble dives through the ropes and takes out Clayton Fox.
Absolutely. Clayton Fox, not the legal man. A cheap shot. Clayton Fox not expecting that. That's just goes to show you the character of a dirty scoundrel like Coco Rumble.
Coco Rumble taking care of business here, taking out both members of the Gaines and Clayton Fox team. Clayton Fox is still laid out on the outside. Gaines able to gain his composure, and it looks like Coco Rumble and him are going to go toe-to-toe right now. Right hand right across the face to Coco Rumble.
Coco, you can dance, you can jive, you can rhyme, but you can't fight like Greatness Gaines. If I were him, I would stick to the wrestling moves because he's about to get outclassed.
Looks like we have a verbal war going on again between Greatness Gaines and Coco Rumble.
These two flat out do not like each other.
Slap right across the face of Marcellus Gaines, sending a clear message to Greatness.
Yeah, he's got guts. He's a tough guy, but he's about to get knocked out. Greatness, I wouldn't put up with that, and I know you're not going to either.
Blocks a punch and slaps him across the face again. Coco Rumble showing some education behind his fists as well by being able to block Greatness Gaines. Was unable to block that. Shot right to the midsection by Marcellus Gaines.
That's exactly right. Wasn't low at all. Probably right at that belt line. Marcellus, he knows what he's doing. And there you go. Only a matter of time before the Greatness Gaines back up on top.
Undoubtedly, Marcellus Gaines has not only the quickest hands in the National Wrestling League, but the most educated. Those are pinpoint accurate. So you're right at the belt line. I do not think that was a low blow, but Greatness Gaines is on fire here and tags in Clayton Fox. Quick tags in and out, showing a little tag team expertise here by the unexpected team of Clayton Fox and Marcellus Gaines. And look at the quickness, firing lefts and rights to the midsection of
just
Coco
like
Rumble.
doing a little heavy bag work right there. This is just pure and simple a workout for Marcellus Gaines now.
Clayton Fox trying to almost copy Greatness Gaines with some rights and lefts, not nearly the
looks like he's having a little trouble there. He's punching himself out there. This might be a rope-a-dope strategy for Coco.
Coco fiery, trying to fight his way out of that corner. Lefts and rights, trying to fight his way out. And he gets connected with the left hand.
That's the south side shiver.
Gage just hit his partner with the south side shiver, and all Rumble has to do is cover him, and this match could be over here.
Look at him, Clayton Fox. He is beyond Dream Street right now. Coco, I don't think Coco's in much better shape, though. He's got to make that tag to Des Wellston.
Clayton Fox doesn't even know where he's at. He's about to make a tag to Des Wellston, and Rumble just kind of slaps Clayton Fox as he crawls past him. Tag in to Des Wellston here, and the native Wellston is coming in and ducks a right hand by Marcellus Gaines. Chops and forearms and lefts to the face of Marcellus, and he's trying to cover up.
Nice block there.
Wellston with a beautiful back elbow after tripping up Marcellus. He could be going for a cover here. 1, 2, gets a 2 count only, does Wellston.
If he would have hooked the rope, he would have got a beautiful back elbow, I should say, from a fantastic athlete there. Just unbelievable athleticism right there from Des Wellston.
It looked like a chop block almost, the way he connected with his entire body across the chest of Marcellus Gaines and flying in with another forearm.
Perpetual motion right here from Des Wellston.
Another forearm right across the cheek of greatness Marcellus Gaines here. The action hot and heavy in the Casa Loma ballroom.
He's going for a belly-to-back suplex. Oh, flips over.
Greatness Gaines shoves him into the ropes. Des Wellston with his diving, twisting European uppercut.
That could be it right there.
This could be it for Marcellus. 1, 2. Gets a left shoulder up just in the nick of time. That was almost a 3 count. Des Wellston showing incredible agility there, as he always does.
The guy's a fantastic athlete, and he's a tough guy. Marcellus Gaines is definitely on the ropes right now. Looks like we made a tag to Coco Rumble.
Marcellus making a blind tag to Clayton Fox. Clayton Fox in the ring right now and gets a clothesline for coming into the ring. There's the 5 across the eyes, and here it is, the Crush Groove. Connects with Clayton Fox.
Nobody gets up.
Be it.
Nobody gets up from the Crush Groove, but it looks like they're not done with him yet. Clayton Fox is sending a message right now to Emmett Dubois, I think, right now with
Wellston in the high rim district. This could be it. Dives from the top rope, connects with an elbow right into the sternum. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. The team of Des Wellston and Coco Rumble pick up a victory here tonight in the Casa Loma ballroom.
Well, why would Greatness Gaines want to come in and try to save that? It seemed like it was a lost cause for sure. Greatness Gaines, he's already gotten paid. He's out the door. Clayton Fox, you got to clean up your own messes. I wonder how he's going to explain this loss to the billion-dollar brother, Emmett Dubois.
You see how Marcellus Gaines just waved off. He said, I'm done with this, and walked out on his part.
Well, why wouldn't he? He already got paid. He did his part, and it was clear that Clayton Fox, the buffoon that he is, just like everybody else, you can't get good help here in America anymore, and that just proved it right there. Coco Rumble, well, you live to fight another day, but I think this issue between the two of them, Emmett Dubois and the Coco Rumble, not over yet by a long shot.
All right, fans, thank you for joining us tonight here from the Casa Loma Ballroom. We'll see you next time on the National Wrestling League STL. Good night, everybody.